So, these are the results you get when you have an incompetent government. All of this social disruption and upheaval in all cities across Canada and the United States, actually, as well, um, is directly because of the people involved and belonging to the Canadian and American governments. I mean, results are everything, okay? Evidence is everything. And for example, since this new Liberal team has been put in, things have only gotten worse and worse in Canada. That's their record. Okay? Once again, results are everything. Just like in sports, as I grew up playing sports, so I'm used to evaluating everybody and everything, just like in the sports world. Nobody, none of the coaches, none of the scouts ever hold back an honest appraisal of anyone's performance, whether it's in ice hockey, lacrosse, soccer, or volleyball, for example. So, in all honesty, the present day Liberal government certainly does not deliver in areas where they really need to. And the state of society in, say, a city like Toronto and others in Canada are the direct results of, what this Liberal government and their colleagues do and also do not do. The bottom line is that they are not producing good results and, enough good results, if any, in any fields. And I mean, for example, if you had a famous NHL hockey player who had a son who went out on the ice and was a real klutz and really couldn't play the game at all, can't skate, can't shoot, can't pass the puck, etc., would you hand them an NHL contract just because they're the son of a famous ice hockey player, NHL hockey player? Of course not. Well, the same applies to Justin Trudeau. His father was an excellent prime minister, but everybody in all families, every individual has their own specific talents or lack of talent in some cases in specific fields, right? And the most obvious thing about Justin is that he is simply not cut out for the job, all right? I mean, in anything else, like I've mentioned, like sports, an athlete who cannot perform is not kept around. I mean, they are let go and told, perhaps really this isn't for you, but maybe you can find other opportunities elsewhere. And that's really what the Canadian public really needs to let Justin Trudeau know. Justin Trudeau, Chrystia Freeland, both of them really aren't cut out for the job. Chrystia Freeland's even worse than Justin for having a kind of a 1970s state of mind, and she didn't even have a famous other family member who was Prime Minister of Canada, right? They're both really no good at the jobs, and themselves and their colleagues in the present-day Liberal government are not dealing with countries such as China and Russia in the ways that they should be in 2023, okay? Their outlooks are too narrow and limited for the present day. So, like I said, talent talent is everything, and finding it can often be very difficult. Tryouts for sports teams, you never know each year who's going to show up. You never know what kind of talent you're going to get, or what you're certainly not going to get, right? And finding great talent is often far and few between. And if you can find individuals who have phenomenal talent, and more than one, and you can put a team together and they can all work together, which is the second step, right? Okay, individuals putting it together as a team. Well, then you've got something. But this present day Liberal government does not have that in either case. Not a great individual as your main representative in Justin Trudeau or Chrystia Freeland. And as a team, they are ineffective, really. So, yes, you people in this region really need to make that decision to let Justin Trudeau go. And that's the best thing to do. Because things, if you keep him in there with his colleagues, things will simply get worse and worse, socially and economically. So you better do that. You need a new government in this region of the planet, in Canada, and I will say also in the United States, yes. It's a very serious issue.